Growth Engine Daily, I just want to talk about digital transformation and the kind of investment that that's going to require, but ultimately what the purpose is. I recently read an article in Forbes, and that's not my normal sort of magazine, just to be clear, but it stood out to me. The banks over the last 4 years have invested over $1 trillion in digital transformation. And ironically, the purpose and the benefits that they're getting out of that is more cost efficiency than revenue growth. So if you understand the dynamic of the banks, they need to strengthen balance sheets for reserves to go out and lend, etc., etc. So they're saying now the second phase is to go and increase revenue, strengthen the balance sheets. So how does that relate back to us in the smaller level of business, not a $1 trillion bank business? And it got me thinking about, how many businesses are either fully digital, they've got a toe half in or half out of the digital pond. And really whether you've got clear goals around why you're investing into digital. So as you know, we talk heavily about the fundamentals: finance, ops, people, marketing, sales, governance and personal development. And when people are going digital, maybe you're looking at a new system. It could be a new CRM, it could be a new project management system, a new human resource system, new marketing system, a new file storage system, for governance or security. Doesn't really matter. What I'm thinking is do you sort of make a decision? I'd love you to leave me a comment below. Do you make a decision, oh, we need a new CRM, go and find out a system? Or do you actually look at it as a wider picture? What are our digital transformation goals? So it then sort of took me back to what we did at the Successor back in 2016. We moved on to Google Drive. I suppose that was one of our major things, as we started to build a team sort of across different countries, Access, and I know there's Dropbox, and I know there's tools like that, but Gmail, User, G Suite, G Drive sort of things. And I never really, if I'm being totally honest, gave the thought about, are we moving our business into a digital transformation way? So I look back now and I think, well, yeah, that was the starting point. And if I look at our finance, we use Xero for finance. We use LifePlan for financial forecasting. We use online banking. Then you move into people. We use Bamboo HR for our HR system. For operations, we use HubSpot for CRM. We've got various other sort of project and productivity management tools like ClickUp, like Teamwork, Slack for operations. I've covered 4 people. We use Bamboo HR. Marketing, again, HubSpot comes into play, but obviously we have a whole host of suite of digital applications that we use both independently and sort of integrated with HubSpot. Sales, we use HubSpot, and then we use, again, another whole host of tools around sales, things like Crystal, Nose, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, etc. I think governance, to a degree, we've got LastPass for password and security protection. We're using HMRC online filing, all the basic stuff. So nothing new here, guys. I just wanted you to sort of have a think that if you went across the fundamentals, how digital are you? And one of the things that we fell foul with back at Q4 last year is being totally digital business. Even as phone systems digital, we don't have any handsets on the desk anymore. It's all like a dashboard through Circle Loop into HubSpot as an auto dialer on the laptop. So what happens if our internet goes down? We're absolutely down as a business. We can't access files. Although, for you guys out there, I know you're going to say that G Suite has an offline drive that you can offline, but I get that. But if our internet's down, we can't access files, we can't make phone calls, we can't use our CRM, whatever. So it gets you thinking like, okay, so do we need some mobile routers? So we've got these things from EE, these like yellow boxes, that if our main sort of pipe goes down, if you want to call it that, or our internet feed, then obviously we've got that mobile, obviously we've got other aspects like we can hook it up to iPhones and things like that. So for us, we never really give thought to why we were doing it. And I think that we could have streamlined that a lot better if we had. So if you're half in or half out, like I said earlier, maybe you've got your finance system online, but maybe you're still doing some orders manually, or you're not using e-commerce or whatever it might be. Maybe you're still doing expense sheets, or or delivery tickets manually on paper, or you're not moving to sign on glass like like the DPD couriers and where you sign on for Amazon deliveries, things like that. So I just wondered, and it just got me thinking, so I'd love to get your feedback really. If you are you 100% online, 100% paperless to a degree? Are you half paperless, 3/4 paperless? Across your deep fundamentals? I'd love you to leave me a comment and let me know where you're at, and also whether or not you approached it ad hoc like we did and just ended up that way. And I think if I were to go back to 2015, 2016, I think I'd say, what do I want to achieve? Do I want to go digital and that digital transformation to improve efficiency? Well, of course I do. I'd never say no. And do I want to increase revenue? Yeah, well, of course I do. But I never spec'd it out. And I find it strange that for somebody as organised from forecasting, discipline, business fundamentals that I did, I just went along. And whether that was a push as new apps came out and new technology came out, we just bolted in. And of course, we use things like Zapier and things to make things talk to each other and connect together. And Slack connects to a lot of things together. But it's just a strange one this morning. So I'd love to know what your digital transformation stage is. Leave us a comment below. We'll get those questions. Let's have a laugh and a joke about how we ended up where we were. It's never really a funny situation. And also, if there is, on a more positive note, some revenue growth, or it's helped you win a contract, share that win with you. If you've not really thought about the efficiencies, then maybe relook at your systems and think, could I make them work together? Is there any still manual processes gluing together the automation that you could make better? So as always, I appreciate you continuing your growth engine development. Go do the hustle, go make it happen, and we're going to catch up with you on a Growth Engine Daily real soon.